right, guys, I think I am ready to start. Tonight, I think I'm going to do a little bit different because the oil that I have um, really isn't an intention oil. It's a protection oil. This is, yeah, definitely Smurfy. Yeah, he's clearly off his meds. You don't fuck with Harriet Tubman or her people. So yeah, they came after Kanye already. I think Paris, they have to address it, but they can't show. I don't think they're going to show him fully on being manic. I mean, it would be just a bad look for them because his actions actually reflect them because he's family. But let's go ahead and get into this protection oil. Like I said, this is technically not an intention oil. You don't set intentions with this particular oil. It's clearly set for you to protect yourself from negative energies, hurt, harm, or danger. This particular oil is called Get the Fuck Out of Here. I'm trying to be cute with the names. Hi, Nicole Valeur. And like I said, mentioned before, all of my oils are made with natural oils, essential oils, herbs, flowers, and spices. If you was here before, I've already went through Candle Magic, so you could definitely use this in Candle Magic. But if you are new, if this is your first time watching this series, I will briefly go over Candle Magic again. I generally use a white candle, which is an all-purpose candle. I generally use that for protection, or a blue candle. So definitely you will want to carve your name inside of the candle. Poke some holes inside of the candle as deep as you can get the holes. And that way the oil can go deeply inside of the candle, so when it burns, the candle burns, it mixes the oils with the candle wax. Use a couple of dropperfuls of the oil inside. I usually put it around the perimeter, well away from the wick, because you don't want to drown out the wick, because that would make the flame go out. Like I said, you kind of don't set intentions with this particular oil for protection, but definitely pray over the candle once you put the oil inside. Definitely say a prayer and ask for protection for any hurt, harm, or danger. Be as specific as possible. If you believe that your boyfriend, lover, family member, whoever is out to get you, or whatnot, definitely put that in the prayer as well. You can always use the Psalm 23, which is a good prayer to use as well, or you could just make up your own prayer and focus on that when you're praying over your candle. And then you can light it as well. Practice fire safety. If you're not comfortable with leaving the candle lit all day, all night, definitely use a cap and extinguish the candle. Never blow it out, because technically you're blowing out your prayer, or you're blowing out your wish. And make sure that the flame actually goes completely out before you lift the cap. Here's a different type of candle with a different type of cap, but same thing. I generally use candles that's encased in glass. I usually don't use the tapered candles that you usually use in candelabras, or have to have a candle holder with. I also use tea light candles as well, especially if I don't want the candle to really be lit for 8 hours and whatnot. If I'm doing something real quick, I use a tea light candle. Those usually last between 2 and 4 hours. They burn really good. It doesn't matter about Oh, thank you. It doesn't matter about the size of the candle. It's the work that you put in it. You can always use this oil for meditation. You take a couple of drops, put it in your hand, rub it, breathe it in, and then, say your prayer for protection, protection against hurt, harm, danger, evil, negative energies, and everything like that. You can also use it as a body oil if you're sensitive to scents or don't want to be oily. You can always put it at the soles of your feet because your feet are more absorbent, and when you wear socks or whatnot with shoes, it's going to create heat, and the scent will just rise from your soles of your feet. You can always add this to any type of body lotion or creams that you have. Spiritual baths. This is really good for spiritual baths. You will make your bath like normal. If you use Epsom salt or any other bubble bath, that's fine. But you could add a couple of drops of this, and then while you're soaking, focus on, just say your prayer. Psalm 23 is another good one. Is it Psalm 91? It might be Psalm 91. Hey, Jatone, it might be Psalm 91. But focus on those two different psalms or whatever prayer that you make up on your own, and just soak into the bath as long as possible, and just focus on that prayer. But this is definitely good for spiritual baths. I will highly recommend this for spiritual baths. There are certain necklaces or bracelets that's like oil diffusers. I have one. I just don't know where it's at. But basically, it's like a locket, and it has like a little cotton ball or something inside, like a lava stone. And you could, because I've done this myself, you could take a couple of drops of this protection oil and put that inside on that lava stone that's inside of the locket, and that way you could wear it around your neck, and then you could just take it and just bring it up to your nose and smell on it. Yes, Psalms 91 is for protection. I knew it because I've done some work with Psalm 91, and Psalm 91 is a beast. But you could take that and just bring it up to your nose and sniff it, and focus on a prayer. Say a quick prayer for protection. I do it mostly at work or right before I go to work, and if I feel tense or whatever, I will definitely bring it up to my nose, and it kind of calms me down. Certain herbs that you can use for protection, especially when you do candle magic, is hyssop. This is the name, Hyssop. This is hyssop. It's considered a holy herb, and this is really good for protection. Frankincense is old school, and it's real good for protection as well, because another holy herb. Nettle is really good as well, and this is kind of what nettle looks like. And the tried and true is garlic. This is everything that you can use in your candle magic. So just like I said, use very little amounts, because everything is flammable, and you want to keep everything away from the wick. So these are some herbs that I actually use when I do candle magic, and some of them is inside of the protection oil as well. This particular oil is specifically made to protect you and your business from negative energies, hurt, harm, or danger. I wear this every blooming day. I put it on after I do my normal bathroom routine, right before I walk out of the door. I put this on every day. I do not leave home without putting this on. And again, I will stress, there is no black magic in anything that I do. I have no time for that. Like I stated before, I believe in karma, and karma's a bitch. I have no time for her. I don't even want to be best friends with her. So this oil is not for causing harm to others. There's no, you do not use this for curses and or hexes. This is not for you to use to bring harm or cause harm to someone else. This is purely to protect you from any hurt, harm, or danger from any outside forces. Which this works very well because, like I said, I wear it every day. I can't leave home without it because the nature of my job and where I live and the way the world is right now, I can't leave home without this. I just can't. And any type of candle magic that I've been doing for any new moon, especially a full moon, because that's full moon is generally used for releasing. I always put my protection oil in my candle magic. Doesn't matter if I'm doing a money candle, a love candle. I put a drop of protection oil in it as well. What I practice is hoodoo and light work. So I don't do the black magic thing. As spiritual people, as metaphysical people, we have to protect our energy. It's so, especially now with everything going on in the world, and there's so many changes right now. If you are an empath or a psychic or just, a spiritual person, you need to protect yourself energetically and spiritually. We've been taught that from day one as little kids, there is a spiritual warfare out there, and trust and believe there is. And the best way to protect yourself is spiritually, is through natural herbs and oils, and this is a very good oil to do that with. Like I said, this is my tried and true. This is my baby. This is one of the first things I made was a protection oil. I have to use this. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.